In our recent video about secret Jedi relationships, we talked about Ninja Halcyon, a Corellian Jedi who went against the Jedi Order's principles and had a wife and son. While that video focused mainly on his secret love life, we also mentioned the strained relationship between the Corellian Enclave and the main core of the Jedi Order. In today's video, we focus on what made this sect of Jedi so unique and why the Sith Empire made the Sect's destruction their #1 priority during the Galactic War.
Attention, Sergeant on deck!
While many may think of the Jedi Order as one unified body governed by the Jedi Council, some Jedi sects operated independently. Called enclaves, these sects served as decentralized bodies of the Jedi Order that operated in different regions, such as a system or planet. They had their own ruling body, usually a smaller version of the Jedi Council, and although they were still linked to the main Jedi Order, they operated autonomously unless something required them to leave their system and work with other Jedi. The Corellian Jedi Enclave, known as the Green Jedi Enclave during the Cold War, was one such decentralized sect. These Jedi owed their nickname to the green robes they wore, an homage to the old Corellian flag. They were notorious for their independence and dedication to their homeworld, unlike the main body of the Jedi, which served the Republic equally. Their loyalty to Corellia caused the minor schism that separated the Enclave even further from the main Jedi Order. Initially, Corellian Force sensitives were recruited off-world and sent to Coruscant to be trained like any other Jedi. After the sacking of Coruscant at the end of the Great Galactic War, however, the Corellian Jedi returned to their home system and established their own enclave. The main academy building was a heavily shielded ziggurat in the Green Gardens. The Enclave had its own Green Jedi Council led by Jedi Master Arfan Ramos during the Galactic War. After their return to Corellia, the Green Jedi refused any mission that would take them beyond their home system. The war had shaken them, and they believed their priority was their homeworld, which made the remainder of the Order question their loyalty to the Republic. In such an isolated and decentralized system, they developed customs and traditions that further set them apart from their brethren on Tython. One tradition was the passing down of Jedi credits, also known as Jed Creds or Jedi medallions. These were decorative tokens the Green Jedi gifted to one another. For example, a Master might gift one to their Padawan, or a Jedi might gift one to his friends when the Jedi ascended from Padawan to Knight, and Knight to Master. Members of the Corellian Enclave were also permitted to marry and have children. As you can see, these traditions often stood against what the Jedi Council taught the main body of the Order. This led many to view Corellian Jedi as heretics. To the people of Corellia, however, they were protectors. As part of their mission to defend their homeworld, the Green Jedi collaborated with the Corellian Security Force, or CorSec, and assisted in fighting crime. They were known for hunting down criminals and smugglers, and also for a cold and unyielding demeanor. The Green Jedi were duty-bound and worked tirelessly to keep their home streets safe, building rapport with civilians and assisting local law enforcement. At this point, some of you might be wondering why the Green Jedi were so eager to remain in the Corellian system and defend it above all else. Compared with other Jedi who cared for the Republic as a whole, it might seem extreme. The truth, however, was that Corellia was an incredibly important planet that was often targeted whenever war broke out between the two galactic powerhouses. The planet was located in the Corellian sector of the Core Worlds, the largest of the 5 planets within the system. The system was well situated in the galaxy, as the Polemian trade route and the Corellian Run both provided easy access to trade. Its location was also ideal for moving fleets through the core world. Where Corellia shone brightest, however, was in its shipyards. The Corellian Engineering Corporation, or CEC, operated out of Corellia and was lauded as the most prolific starship manufacturer in the entire galaxy. Corellia's shipyards were also in the top 3 in terms of ship quality. Due to the CEC's historic presence on the planet, Corellia produced an unusually high number of skilled designers, shipwrights, and engineers. all of whom sought employment with the local companies and manufactured a wide variety of vessels. Corellia produced some of the best freighters in the galaxy, such as the Baleen-class heavy freighter, but also faster ships such as the Gozanti-class cruiser, the CR-90 corvette, and the Consular-class space cruiser. The Corellian Engineering Corporation didn't only make ships, however. It also manufactured masking transponders, ion engines, escape pods, and weapon systems like the AG-2G quad laser cannon. With that in mind, it isn't hard to see why Corellia was such an important target during wars in the time of the Cold War. It had been attacked before during the Great Galactic War, and soon it would once again become the Sith Empire's target. After the Great Galactic War devastated the galaxy and the Republic lost, the Corellian Jedi felt they could no longer neglect their vulnerable homeworld. No one expected the Cold War to last forever, and knowing that their planet would be attacked the moment peace was broken, the Green Jedi vowed to defend it. But things wouldn't turn out quite the way they hoped. That fragile peace between the Galactic Republic and Sith Empire lasted only 2 decades. In 3,643 years before the Battle of Yavin, the Galactic War broke out, and the Republic called once again on the Jedi to fight to protect it. The Green Jedi, however, remained true to their decision and didn't leave the Corellian system to assist the Republic. Even so, the fight quickly came to them. In 3640 BBY, the Sith Empire made their move on Corellia after preparing for almost 3 years. In many ways, their invasion plan was flawless. In the years leading up to the invasion, spies had forged ties with the High Council of Corellia and brokered a treaty. The moment the Empire's forces descended on the planet, the Corellian political leaders surrendered the planet to the Empire, declaring Corellia a member of the Sith Empire. Simultaneously, Darth Decimus, the Sith Lord leading the campaign, immediately moved on key targets that posed a threat to the Empire's conquest of the planet. The Green Jedi Enclave was the first target, as the Sith recognized the Jedi's potential to disrupt ground operations. Their first attempt to destroy the Enclave involved a Sith warship bombarding it from above. The structure, however, was so heavily fortified that it withstood the onslaught and bought the Jedi time to set up heavy offensive cannons, which shot the warship down. To give you an idea of how durable this building was, the warship literally crashed down on it, and even that didn't cause significant structural damage. After the Empire failed to neutralize the Green Jedi, the Enclave allied with the Resistance. The Green Jedi had always worked well with local security forces, and this alliance proved a nasty thorn in the Empire's side. The people of Corellia, with Corsair and the Green Jedi on their side, didn't take kindly to their leadership's betrayals, and pockets of resistance cropped up all around Coronet City. It wasn't long before the Republic sent Jedi and soldiers to bolster the resistance. Once he had landed on the planet with his battalion, Jedi Battlemaster Jonceros positioned his Jedi in the Green Gardens to reinforce the Corellian Sect, but a skilled bounty hunter slew him. With the need to neutralize the Enclave mounting, Darth Decimus led a ground assault team to the Republic Foundation Museum, where intelligence indicated he could find the Enclave's access codes. The Sith Strike Force took down the Republic commandos within the museum and retrieved the codes from the body of Master Bedok, who had been in charge of the structure's defenses. Finally able to circumvent the Green Jedi's defenses, the Empire's forces, led by General Heska, stormed the Enclave. The battle between the Jedi and the elite Imperial Guards was brutal, but the Jedi had been taken by surprise and eventually fell. Master Ramos and the other members of the Green Jedi Council made their stand in the council chambers and were also slain. With the structure cleared, the Sith Empire repurposed the fortifications. The Green Jedi were decimated, with most of them slain in the assault on the Enclave. Some managed to escape and establish a smaller enclave in the government district, from where they continued to aid the resistance. The Imperial Ministry of War placed bounties on their heads and sent captured Green Jedi for interrogation, but they proved so resilient that specialized Corsair interrogation droids had to be employed before the Jedi yielded anything useful. In the end, the Republic liberated Corellia with the help of elite forces, including, but not limited to, the Hero of Tython, the Bar Centaur, and Havoc Squad. But the Enclave was in shambles. It took the Green Jedi a long time to re-establish themselves after the Empire's attack. They carried their traditions and customs well into the era of the New Republic and stayed loyal to their homeworld even when the rest of the galaxy needed them. They were heroes. Not to everyone, but heroes nonetheless. What do you think? Do you agree the galaxy would have been a better place if Jedi focused on their homeworlds instead of meddling in the affairs of others? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.